Well, everybody, it is that time of the series again where I get to ask all of you kind and knowledgeable folks to help me. If you don't know, I am a little brand new to this game, learn a lot about it as we go. I made a series before this one, and the one sticking point that I haven't gotten really a grasp on it, you may be able to see it just by looking at the city around us, but my roads, they kind of suck. Let me show you what I got going on here. And now this, mind you, is recorded post episode, so this is in the beginning, but it's also going to be at the end. You'll see what I'm talking about. We do have quite a bit of an issue going on with the way our roads are lined up. So I'm going to leave this the way it is. And if anybody has suggestions on how we may be able to address some of the lingering problems, please leave them down below in the comments. And on our next episode, we are going to be doing a major overhaul as far as our traffic is concerned. But until then, enjoy the episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Welcome on back, everybody. My name is Wyatt. I am a real commercial broker, and we are back with another episode, and we are off to an awful start. Why is everything on fire already? I hope that gets taken care of. That should be fine, right? You guys taken care of. I'm gonna leave you to it. Good job. That actually reminds me, before we get too far into this episode, let's take a quick look at how everything is looking as far as our government subsidies and amenities. Electricity is doing just fine. Water and sewage could use a little bit of an upgrade, and it's pretty cost effective as it is just to go and take care of that. So let's toss in one more line right there. And do we have room to add in a water treatment plant? I believe we do somewhere. Let's do that right there. Perfect. And let's get our water line connected up to it. Fantastic. That should handle both needs pretty quickly here. Let's wait and see. Let's run this up. There we go. Perfect. And then garbage processing. That was definitely something we had to take care of in the previous episode that I think we started doing, but just didn't get around to finishing it. So let's go ahead while we have the extra funds available to us. Let's toss in a couple plants next door to each other, and let's see how that operates. Okay, we're looking good, but we still can use a little bit more. Let's toss in a couple more, and we're losing all of our money by doing this, but it's worth it in the long run just to have it available to us. That's looking good. I believe we only have one hospital at the moment. Yeah, it's also a clinic, so it doesn't even service a lot of our residents. So what I need to do, and we have an issue right there already. Oh boy, this episode's off to a quick little start here, isn't it? Okay, so we need to get a few things in here. Do we have a crematorium unlocked yet? Let's see, sports hall and gymnasium, community pool. And what is this? That's our yoga garden. So we don't have it. So it's actually right here. It's going to be our next unlock. So we have a cemetery we need to put in. And we have one that services that side of our city, but nothing on this newly incorporated part of town. So let's take this. Don't want to touch any of this because this is going to be, once again, our high density part of town. And I only want to reserve that for high use government services like a fire station or a hospital or, stuff like that. A cemetery isn't as wealth driving of a government vehicle as like a fire station. So let's put this, we need to service as many people as possible. There's a big open lot here. It's kind of a janky lot right here. This is actually be a pretty perfect spot for it. So let's put that right over there. Make sure water's there and we have power to it. Phenomenal. Okay, so things are starting to line up a little bit better, which is going great. And I think I just already forgot we need to put in a hospital. And the one thing I'm also noticing too is that's right. That's why I didn't add in many of these sewage pipes in the previous episode, is because they cost a ton to maintain. And now we're getting a little bit close. We're getting pretty caught up on our costs, and it's going to be much better for us if we find ways to increase cash flow before we start adding in too many. It's tough to say, or wrong to say, but we don't want to add too many benefits to our citizens' health because that costs money. And we can't afford it just yet. Okay, let's see what we can do real quickly here that we can put in that would, oh geez, okay, well we need to put in elementary school again. Let's toss in one more school while we're at it here, and let's put this one, we need one on this side over here, and it shouldn't be affected by this industrial going across. If we put it maybe over on this side somewhere, we need to be able to service our people around here. And it actually might be beneficial. Is this? Okay, so that is an elementary school. We could put one back to back. I mean, I think we can do this, and hear me out. I'm going to do this. And the reason for that is because this will serve as in our extension to this school. They're going to be the exact same school, but just expanded upon because the district had the funds and the need. They had to meet the demand, so they went ahead and did that. That's what I'm going with. Okay, we have one police station. We have two, actually. Yet our jail capacity is pretty low. Interesting. So I do have our headquarters here. We do have a prison. Okay, that's interesting. I hadn't unlocked that previously. So that makes things a little bit curious for me because we do need to get another jail going now. We are pretty much at full capacity and crime is going to rise if we don't handle that. So let me see here. Let me just let this run for a bit. I'm going to put in a prison next. I'm going to put this somewhere that's kind of off yonder, somewhere you're not really going to be driving by it and seeing it by accident. And I think I'm going to put our prison, let's put our prison really back over here, pretty much by the train tracks, to be honest with you, because typically out there land is less valuable, and although we would love to be trying to consider it to our citizens and maybe take more of a European or Scandinavian approach to prison reform, we're not there yet. So we're just going to put this prison in the back corner of our city. And we're going to make sure everything is built up accordingly. And we're going to put it in this pocket of town. And essentially just make it out of the way so nobody sees it, and it allows for prisoners to have their own area to stretch out and think about what they've done. Let's see. It is quite expensive too as far as upkeep, but yet again, it's something that we just need to have for future proofing of our city, and we can put it down and hopefully forget about it. Prison van capacity is 5. I am curious how many prisoners this allows for. I'm kind of curious about that. That's I'm gonna wait a little bit longer here. We got a few seconds. While we're waiting, I hope everybody's having a terrific day as always. And I'm here sipping on some water, and I hope you guys have a beverage as well. And let's put this bad boy down. Let's go. Let's see, industrial's gonna be here. It's gonna extend across just like this. I think I'm better off putting it. So if I cut the end right about here, that's still a little bit close. Let's put this right here. That makes everybody happy for some reason. Okay, normally that's not gonna happen, but at least in this game, people are happy to be near a prison. Okay, that's good to know. Well, in the meantime, let's get that going up, and we need to get some wire to service it like that, and like that. Okay, that looks great. Everything should be running perfectly normally now. Did I not put in power? I guess I did not. Oop, there we go. That should take care of it. Okay, prison's up and running, looking fantastic. That should help with our needs of our inmates. And we do have an oil power plant that we probably do need to put in, but it's still going to cut into our revenue, and we don't want to do that just yet. So I'm going to leave that alone. Instead, I'm going to put back our speed to normal. I'm going to see what we have for RCI. We do have a lot of need for residential and commercial and industrial. What I want to focus on actually is I think I really want to toss in more commercial. And the reason for that, and I actually do need to consider extending. So if you were here in the last episode, you noticed, or you would have seen that I made a complete mess out of our transportation corridors here. Our main arterial looks fine, right? It connects, it goes up and down like this and back, but connecting our cities is a little bit awkward. We only have overlap bridges that do that, and get into this side of our town, you really only have one way in, or what, 3 ways, 1, 2, 3. And so it's a little bit not optimal. So we're gonna have to figure out a way pretty soon here. Thankfully, we do have this side open, so I actually will take advantage of this while I'm here talking to y'all. And let's actually upgrade our roads. Let's make our high density areas, let's just make them look a lot nicer, and we'll cut it there. And because this is just a one-way road, I'm not thinking too hard. Well, if I do put any buildings here, they're gonna have to go back around, and that'll cause pretty bad congestion, I'd imagine, as far as traffic is concerned. So instead, let's do this. Let's make this part of our town high density commercial, just so we can take advantage of our income that we need to start generating, and make sure water is going to it, which it is phenomenal. Now, the only issue I'm going to run into here, and I'm going to show you in a second what that is, we're going to have quite a bit of noise. And what I think I may need to do to buffer this, it's going to cause an issue, I'm guessing pretty soon here, is I'm going to have to take out this row of homes. And I'll have to find a way to convert this into something that's more useful. I may do office, because if you look here, office doesn't generate any noise whatsoever. And so that may serve as a great buffer between our high density commercial and our residential areas. But until then, I'm not going to touch it. It just seems like it'll be a problem when it becomes a problem. So instead, let's focus on, once again, just expanding out our city and make sure we get our industrial up and running here. And what I may need to do too, I just kind of briefly went over it, or as just looking for my menus. Give me 1 second, I'll get to that in a sec. By going to our districts here, we also actually need to add in quite a few more. Let's expand this all the way out. I'm not going to get too crazy as far as our zonings are concerned, because there's no real need to, that I'm aware of. It may need to be addressed later on, but for now, I think I'm pretty safe to just keep on expanding our existing districts, just so we can track value, add in our policies, and make sure that our citizens are abiding by the rules of our city. And let's also push this up together as one, just for now. We're gonna definitely deal with that. Actually, I do have this high density zone already in place, so let's actually cut this. Let's cut that up to here, and then we're gonna take the previous zoning and put that there, and that looks great. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna just cut that back a little bit more. Okay, and then we're gonna take these over here, and then we're gonna take these over here, and then push this all the way back up, and this should be the end of our districting. Yes. 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 Okay, perfect. So I was looking at some zones. I've used these before. Obviously, I've painted 2 parks. I have Park Horizon right there, and let me actually get this taken care of. There we go. And I haven't used industry areas. So this is going to be interesting to me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have, see, this is actually what I don't know. Okay, so this is what I thought it was actually. So I am correct. This is used just for painting industry specific uses. So I'm going to come back to that later on when it's time. This episode, I don't think I'm going to get to it. I think what I really want to do, I really want to get us to our big city milestone. So I'm going to focus on getting us there first, and then I'll probably tackle industry specific specializations in the next one. I'm thinking I'll do it. Okay, so everything is squared away. We have a lot of new businesses going in. We're going to have to really, now that I look at this, get some more roads as well to serve as our connector to the freeway. And let's do that with this road. Take this out to here, and we're going to curve it. Let's see if we can make this a nice steady curve, just like that. That looks great. And then we're going to head into our junctions tab. And I did not stop that. Is this, yeah, junctions tab. Let's put a stop sign there. And again, if you've never seen that, the reason why I do this, and let me actually, the reason why I do this is so that when cars come to get onto the freeway here, they yield to oncoming traffic, which keeps our traffic flow counts high. And perfect, just like that. You'll see here, everything looks great. The only issue is piling up pretty quickly on this side. And I wonder if I can actually change these. If I haven't already, I don't remember. If I have these set to 4-lane roads, which it doesn't look like I do, right? Yeah, these aren't 4 lanes yet. So let's make those, let's make this whole side here 4 lanes, because this is going to start connecting our main hub for transportation, and it's going to become a real big generator of traffic just because of the nature of the industrial beast that is distribution and manufacturing businesses. Make sure everything here is just future-proofed for our inevitable increase in high count traffic. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to add in a few more one-ways. Let's see. There you are, 1-way 2 lanes. And let's toss one more in. We have this here, so that's yielding there. Let's take this one and do the same thing. And of course, down the line, yeah, we're a little bit too far back. Down the line, we're of course going to need to fill in our area as well. Can I curve this just like that? And then can I, how does this look? It looks terrible. I'm not even gonna bother. Let's see. I curve it, and then am I able to do, no, I'm not. Let's do, that still is curving the direction I don't want. Let me see if I instead take this and we curve it. We curve it in this direction. Would I be able to then take it and run it? I still would not. Okay, you know what? I will just do this, and I'll show you in a second. Hang on, let me just get this kind of lined up a little better. I'm just gonna do this, and I'll show you why I don't like it, but it's gonna have to do for now. Can I at least maybe pretend like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, we're doing that. We're doing that. That is going to be as good as we're going to get. I'm almost positive. Okay, so the reason I have my roads angling with the cars turning or starting in this general direction is because when you look to your left and you're looking to merge into oncoming traffic, you want your car to be cheating forward so that, let's say, you know, see that car right there in the back, how he just dang near caused a pile up? That's not what you want. You want to be able to see cars coming, notice your window, and then immediately turn and merge on. If the road was slanted the other direction, like, you know, say it was facing like this, right? Now you have to, you can see the traffic coming at you, which is great, but to get onto the freeway, you have to do a 180 turn. which is incredibly more dangerous, incredibly more difficult to maneuver, and that just increases odds of a traffic accident or traffic pileups. So that's why we do it like that. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I keep doing this, and if you're new here, be ready for me to just absolutely ruin my economies, because I can't stop putting in industrial without adding enough residential to be able to service it. I keep doing this, and it's like a bad habit at this point. I just can't stop, won't stop, and it's just bad. Okay, so let's turn off this. Get our road as close as we can to the wall. Then we're going to take this and cut you off there. These are one ways. I don't need that. And yes, I know you need power, but we need to quickly address our roads. Okay. And then let's take our snap guides, put them back on. And then we're going to take this road here. Oh, actually, I did like that, what it gave me. Let's do, am I able to? I'm actually not. Let's take it, put you there. And then we'll put you there. How does that look? Not bad, not great. And then if we do that, does that increase anything? Gives us a little more room to work with, so I guess this will be okay. We'll do that. And then we're going to zone for our homes all within this block, and then make sure there's water pumping to it. Let's take you down and put you there, and then we'll do that to there. Okay. Let's speed up, and hopefully homes build out here, please. Hey. Okay, there we go. We now have homes building up, which is fantastic. That should take care of our power, right? Unless there's no homes being zoned here. There are no zone homes. Let's get that zoned in as well. And then that should take care of it. Okay. Power's in. That looks good. Guys, I'm working on it. I'm promise. I'm getting you some workers. They're coming in. They're coming to town. Please. Just give me some time. Please, sir. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay. We get some more homes. This will solve it. Right? This is going to solve all of our problems. I have bad news, guys. I have some bad news. We're ruining our industrial sector again of our city. I hope in real life, when I eventually get towards this part where I get to help at least build a city, I don't make this mistake of constantly sabotaging our little lifeblood of most American city economies, which is industrial. I really hope I don't do that. Like, see, that's what I don't get. How is there a demand for more industrial when I don't have enough workers to even provide to these businesses? Oh, great. There goes one business. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay. So we do have commercial in here. And I think what we're going to do, I think we're just going to take... This is also concerns me because now they also need a workforce. And I'm so worried that if I don't build enough residential beforehand, we're not going to get there. So let's instead, before we add any more zoning, let's take this. Can we run this like that? It's a little bit awkward. Okay, so it's not going to be a full zoned piece, but it's okay. Then let's take this road, and can I instead just turn it a little bit? My only goal here is just to zone. Well, actually, I didn't mind the way that actually looked. If I actually took you to here, could I just run you across? Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I'm okay with that. Let's add in our homes, take every single, you know what? I'm not going to be picky. Let's just take every single block that's available to us. Let's zone for it. Let that get going, and then power. We definitely need to address that. So we have an oil plant here. Let's put this right here. It still allows for our roads to be connected or moved down further. So that should be great. Power is back up. Phenomenal. I also do want to add in a hydropower plant. more or less not because of how much power it's going to output, but just because it's going to enhance the look of our city just a little bit. And actually, I'm going to wait an episode for that. I think what I really want to do here is I just want to do everything in our power to get us to big city quickly and of course efficiently. And I think that's going to be the thing we're going to tackle. And that's what I really am motivated to do today. Okay, so let's just see over here. Everything is looking great. And what I also may want to do. So if I take a look here, and if I take a look at my zoning, we do have our high density residential here, office here, and our low density commercial. I'm curious to see before I make any changes, how is our traffic? So we do have quite a bit of an issue now piling up here because this is basically our only way out. So what if I did this? What if I took a one-way here? And just bear with me, this is again probably not even close to what a sane person would do. But let's just say I did that. Wait, that's even worse. Why would I do that? Okay, how do we connect this part of town and get it over? We have a pile up here. And we only have a one-way around here. Oh no. Okay, what if I did this? Am I able to do this? Guys, run this across? I can't. Okay, this is occupied, so I can't touch that. This is where things get bad. Let's see if I did this. If I gotta take a course on roads. This is just ugly. Take it. Okay. Take it. Oh God, stop. Take it and then just run you from here down. Does this help? Does this do anything of importance? Let's take our junctions. Take that light off. Put that a stop. All right. And I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that helps a little bit. Helps alleviate some of the traffic coming up here. And then just by going off that same principle of what I just did. Let's see. We have a lot of our traffic coming from here. So, I see. Okay, I see why I need to fix our roads soon. You know what the worst part is too, if you're watching this far, Paul, I think you mentioned how bad my roads are and how I could fix them. And I think Sid also in the comments also mentioned how bad my roads were and how I should fix them. And just know that I'm listening to you guys, but I'm just not. I'm not acting on your what I should be, what you're telling me I should do. And now I am paying the price, and this is gonna have to be fixed later on yet again. But for now, enjoy Wilson Bridge and Brown Bridge as they continue to make no sense, but for the time being, alleviate our traffic. Junctions, everything looks good here. Put a stop sign there. Okay. Oh boy. Then I don't want to put a light there. Let's put a light there. Then this is going to carry most of our traffic now. So let's put stops here and here. And then let's also, boop, not there. Let's watch our traffic for a second. Let's see where congestion piles up. It piles up here. Okay. And I think the reason for that too is because the way I have my junctions currently, right? Yeah, it's at a light. So backing up mostly there. So let's have these roads stick just for now. Actually, I don't need to have a stop sign here just yet because thankfully the density isn't that bad. The traffic flow isn't that bad on these connecting roads here. So that's actually pretty good to know. Oh, because a lot of our citizens now are just taking this. It's okay. I'm just slowly descending into madness as I watch my traffic tumble before my eyes. Oh, Jesus. Okay, really quickly, let me see how I can maybe fix this. Oh, God, I don't think I can. think I'm better off just doing this. Yep. Let's just toss that there. And then this is still gonna pile up a little bit. But it should be a little bit better. Let's put stops there, put stops there. And then what's causing this? Stop sign there, so let's take that out. And this should fix it. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Let run. Okay. Back to back to what we were doing. I think it's time now. I think we start taking out. Let me just check real quick here. Let's take out this part of our city. I do need to get that Move It mod, I think, to do this, but for now I don't have it. So we're gonna pause just so I can take this out efficiently without having to worry about my Sims rebuilding on these lots. Take all of these out. Just like that. And then do I want to do one more up? I think I'm fine for now. Actually, yeah, I'll do this block also. Take that out. Into our zoning. Oop. Unblock, unblock, unblock. And then let's just zone all of this in. And then we get this started back up. And then let's see how this handles everything. I think we should be okay. That's looking great. We lost some residents, of course, because we took out a lot of homes, but these should more than make up for it. And I just realized I probably should have avoided some roads, but it's okay. So homes are in. Trash pickup's a little bit of an issue I'm noticing, which is quite curious. I think, oh, that is emptied, so let's stop emptying that. Stop emptying that. Any more I'm missing? Also demo that. Okay. Perfect. So assistant count is going back up as we anticipated, and we do need to get a little bit more zoning in. Let's see how we can take care of that. I'm trying to see some zones where I can take out some residents and toss in some more people. I think back here is going to be another good spot, so let's real quickly pause, mass demo, and take all these out as well. And then we head back to our zoning. Just unzone all of this, and then we zone all this back in, press play, and let that develop up. And then, real quick, I take all that out, and then mass demo that as well. Okay. And again, losing some residents, but in the long run, it should be a better investment for us. And I think that should address most of our issues as far as our residential demand. Now we need to get more commercial going. And I think at this point, I didn't mean to pause. I think at this point, what I may do is, I believe office, now I may be wrong here, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe office constitutes as commercial. And I do need to get some office space on this side of my city. And what I think I'm going to do, and God, this is so bad to look at, but I'm just going to ignore it as if it's totally fine. I'm going to make these two blocks are commercial. And I'm going to watch our... Okay, so it does count for commercial, which is great. Now, only thing that's going to maybe be an issue is that it does demand a high... Not high wealth, but a higher education of employees. So that may come back to bite me in the butt a little bit. Oh, well, also this is low. Okay, hang on. Mistake. This is actually low density commercial, which I did not mean to zone for. I meant office. So let's fix that. Let's get all of you back in, and let's just see what this does. So I believe, oh, it's actually not accounting for it. So office is its own little beast, so that's kind of interesting. I'm curious to see how that plays a role in our city. I think it just means more businesses need to come in because obviously more residents, more higher end, they can spend more money. So I think that just is a disposable income approach to city skylines, which makes sense to me. So with that in mind, let's get over here then, and let's just do our basic commercial zoning as always, and make sure we have water to power it all. Looks like we do. And that should take care of that demand for now. All right. And we are closing in here on our milestone of residence. So I think I'm just going to finish off or round off taking these two. I'm going to pause one more time. I'm going to take these two streets here. And I'm going to hopefully hit our milestone or come very close just by rezoning what we have. Let's take all of this out. Take that, take that, take that, take that. And then let's fill all of this in just like that. And that should hopefully get us there pretty soon. Well, let's just run for a little bit. And actually, while we're at it, let's also take out this. And also going to actually also take out these two roads, just allow for just a little bit more of our zoning to take place. That out, and then take all of this. Then we will unzone. Perfect. Oh, I just noticed we do have some dirt roads as well, which is quite interesting. I think the reason I had this was because we couldn't actually replace with our asphalt roads because it was too wide. Yeah, oh jeez. Okay, let's see. Can we instead just move this high school somewhere else that it allows us to do that? Let's take this, put that right there, and then now we should be able to upgrade our roads and just make it better. Okay, perfect. And actually, I don't actually have a need for any more residential, so I don't want to zone it. I'll just zone it for now, just so we have it for when it's needed. And now let's see. We do need to get in some more industrial, but I think I want to put it on this side just because we've had it vacant for quite a while and I think it's time for it to be there. Then we will curve this just like that, and also need to make this a one-way road before it's too late and people start trying to come in. And oh, and there we go. Perfect. And then head into our junctions tab and make this a stop sign right there. Perfect. Now I'm hoping that by adding this increased demand here for a few things, we do increase the demand for residential. And looks like it's working just as we planned. Perfect. Okay. Let this run for a little bit. Let's see how far it takes us. And I'm hoping that'll be pretty much enough to get us to that big city milestone. Let's see. Oh, power has now become an issue. Oh no. That's interesting. Is our grid going down? Now I'm curious. We actually do enough. We do have enough power according to our availability. Interesting. And power is restored. That was really odd. Okay. What caused that? And death over here, but that'll get taken care of pretty quickly. And then we should have our density put in right here. I'm going to keep this part of town, our low density, just for now. I don't think we're ready for even more highly trafficked streets. I mean, let's be honest, we're not ready for it at all as it is. But it should be fine. Let's get rid of some of these trees as well. And perfect. All right. All right, I think what I'm gonna do here, guys, I'm gonna actually get us to 18,000 and I'll jump cut us when we get there. I just don't want to mistake any of my layout for now while I can help it. So I will see you in just a second when we do hit that 18,000 milestone. And there goes the power again. See you in a second. All right, welcome back everybody. So I took a little bit of time to look at what I could do to make the city reach 18,000 and also make some small improvements. And what I did was a few things. I took out this road that was a one-way that connected our boulevard to our city. It wasn't being used, and it kind of just took up some space that I didn't want to happen. And so I added in these connecting roads here, and I zoned accordingly, kept it uniform, high density residential. And I'm hoping in the next episode or so, I'm going to have to, once again, in the next episode, really address our traffic. So I think at the start of this video, I'm also going to put out a little bit of a SOS, but I also put it here. If any of you have any tips to how I can fix this absolute mess of a road network, and I think a couple of you already have made suggestions, please be sure to give me your opinions down in the comments. I will definitely need to have to listen to them, because we may be approaching an unavoidable catastrophe. But there we are, guys. This is Big City. The next milestone, we have unlocked quite a few things here. Most importantly, a crematorium to take care of the dead bodies that we have piling up, and a lot more fun things we get to play with once again. But if you've enjoyed the content, I hope you will join us again in the next episode and play along with us down below in the comments, because we do read all of them, we do take them to heart, and we definitely do use them to influence future episodes. But until then, my name is Wyatt. I am a real commercial broker, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.